시작합니다.
Title: The Girl Who Gardening, Mary. Once upon a time, in the picturesque town of Bloomington, there resided a vibrant 8-year-old named Mary. She possessed a profound love for flowers that surpassed the ordinary, spending most of her days immersed in the magical world of her backyard garden. Sunflowers, roses, daisies, and tulips adorned her carefully tended space, creating a kaleidoscope of colors that mirrored Mary's infectious joy. On a sunny day, as Mary was humming a cheerful tune while watering her flourishing garden, the distinct sound of a moving truck caught her attention. Curiosity sparked within her, and she couldn't resist investigating the new neighbors, who had just moved in next door. Among them was an 8-year-old boy named Hans, with a curiosity in his eyes that mirrored Mary's own. Determined to make a new friend, Mary skipped over to Hans and greeted him with a radiant smile.
Hi, I'm Mary. I have the prettiest flowers in my garden. Wanna see?
She asked, her enthusiasm bubbling over. Hans, a bit reserved and unfamiliar with his new surroundings, responded with a hesitant,
Sure, I guess.
Intrigued, he followed Mary to her garden, where a burst of colors and fragrances greeted them. Mary eagerly explained each flower's name and shared anecdotes about how she lovingly cared for them. Hans, who had never delved into the world of gardening, listened attentively but admitted,
I don't really get flowers.
With a reassuring smile, Mary responded,
That's okay. I can teach you. It's easy, and flowers make everything better.
Embracing Mary's warmth, Hans agreed to give it a try. Mary initiated him into the world of gardening by showing him how to plant a simple sunflower.
First, you dig a little hole, then you put the seed inside, cover it with soil, and water it. Easy peasy.
Hans hesitated initially but eventually joined in. With Mary's patient guidance, he planted his first sunflower seed. Mary cheered him on.
You're a great gardener, Hans.
As the days turned into weeks, Mary and Hans spent more time together in the garden. They not only learned about different flowers, but also shared stories about their favorite colors, dreams, and adventures. Mary's contagious enthusiasm for gardening began to rub off on Hans, and he found himself enjoying the process more and more. However, like any garden, there's faced challenges. One day, a mischievous bunny hopped into the garden and nibbled on the flowers. Mary and Hans were upset, but they decided to face the challenge head-on and work together to protect their beloved blooms.
We need to build a little fence to keep the bunny out,
Mary suggested. Hans agreed.
Let's do it. I want our flowers to be safe.
They gathered materials and worked side by side, building a small fence around the garden. It wasn't perfect, but it was made with their combined efforts and determination. As they finished, Mary looked at Hans and said,
"We did it. Teamwork makes everything better."
Hans smiled, realizing the value of working together.
Yeah, it does.
From that day on, Mary and Hans continued to nurture their friendship and their garden. They faced more challenges, learned new things, and always found a way to overcome difficulties together. Their garden became a symbol of their friendship, blooming with not just flowers, but also shared memories and mutual growth. One summer afternoon, they decided to expand their garden by planting a variety of vegetables. They dug deeper into the soil, sowed seeds, and watched as tomatoes, carrots, and cucumbers sprouted and flourished alongside their colorful flowers. Their excitement grew as they imagined the delicious meals they could create from their homegrown produce. Their garden became a gathering place for the neighborhood children. Mary and Hans organized gardening workshops, teaching their friends the joy of growing plants and the satisfaction of harvesting their own vegetables. The once empty lots nearby transformed into community gardens, and the town of Bloomington flourished with newfound greenery. Encouraged by their success, Mary and Hans decided to enter a local gardening competition. They meticulously selected the most beautiful flowers, arranged them creatively, and harvested their best vegetables. Their entry showcased not only their gardening skills, but also the love and care they had invested in their little piece of paradise.
On the day of the competition, Mary and Hans nervously awaited the judges' decision. To their delight, they won first place in the Best Youth Garden category. The entire town celebrated their success, recognizing the positive impact Mary and Hans had made on the community. As the years went by, Mary and Hans continued to share their love for gardening. Their once small garden had become a haven of blossoms and abundance, attracting not only the admiration of their neighbors, but also the attention of local media. Their story became an inspiration to everyone in the town, reminding them that true friendship, like a well-tended garden, requires patience, care, and a little bit of teamwork. Mary and Hans were invited to speak at community events, sharing their experiences and spreading the joy of gardening to others. One summer, the town decided to host a grand gardening festival, and Mary and Hans were at the center of it all. The festival featured workshops, garden tours, and even a plant your own flower station for children. Mary and Hans, now seasoned gardeners and community leaders, took pride in seeing their town bloom with the vibrant colors of flowers and the fresh produce of community gardens. Their once shy friend, Hans, had transformed into a confident and knowledgeable gardener, thanks to Mary's guidance and their shared experiences. Their story had become a legacy, passed down through generations as a tale of friendship, resilience, and the transformative power of nature. And so, in the heart of Bloomington, Mary and Hans continued to nurture not only their garden but also the bonds of friendship that had blossomed between them. Their story became a timeless saga of growth, community, and the enduring beauty found in the simple joy of planting seeds and watching them bloom into something extraordinary. The legacy of Mary and Hans's garden continued to inspire generations, proving that the seeds of friendship and love, when nurtured with care, could grow into something truly magical.
구독과 좋아요 부탁드립니다. 감사합니다.